is left to my...
How are we doing, guys? Moose here, Season 2, Episode 23 of our West Ham United career mode. And how about that Brazil-Germany game today? Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I was rooting for Germany myself, as I do have some German heritage. I'm more than 50% German. So, you know, a little personal ties there as to why I'd root for Germany. But no one saw that coming. Absolutely ridiculous in terms of a slaughter there. Pretty crazy. So the final, the semifinal tomorrow should be interesting as well as the final. But we get into it ourselves here. West Ham United taking on Napoli. A little bit of bad luck for us to face Napoli, because if you looked at their squad in the lineups there before the game started, their squad is absolutely stacked. They have guys like Inler in the middle of the park, El Kaddouri out on the wings, Vargas up front, but Matty Jarvis with a beautiful finish there. Great ball in from, who else? Joshua Gatt playing out on the wings here. So we kind of played a mix-up squad. We had some of our starters and then some of our cup players just to keep the lineup fresh, because we just had a game about three days on the calendar ago, I want to say. But that's a fantastic finish from Jarvis. Really good control and a great finish past the stranded keeper. And Barami, also another big player for them, Barami. So some really nice players there. As Danny Ings here with a nice fake shot to skip around his defender and has a shot, but it just goes wide of the goalkeeper Raphael's post. Noble then plays a nice 1-2 off the throw from Kieran Trippier. Gets forward here on feet at left. Lays the ball back for Danny Ings, and it's a fantastic save from the keeper. So lucky for us, we do take a 1-0 lead, and we hold that most of the way, and that's key for us because it's an away goal. James Tompkins and the ball's played away. Joshua Gatt, can he strike another one? Oh, it's just inches away from his second stunner off a corner. There's such fun goals that scored from that range, but he's not able to put it in the top corner. But we do come out with the victory, so that's huge to pick up an away goal. Napoli just really sat back. I don't know what it was about them playing. Maybe they were too relaxed at home. But Joshua Gatt, he eventually ended up finishing the game at left back for me. Just had to do a job there. But he did start in right midfield and ended up picking up the man of the match. But we get a note here that the Newcastle match that we'll be playing after the second leg here, this Napoli match, was rescheduled for a day earlier, which will actually make it literally 2 days after this Napoli second leg. So it's really tough here that we want to pick a really strong side, because Newcastle is currently sitting either third or fourth in the Premier League standings, and then we're sitting sixth. We need to get up into that top 5, top 4, so we really need a result against Newcastle, especially away. But we also have this huge second leg against Napoli, so I decided to go with 4-2-3-1 and play basically our cup side again, just based on the fact that, you know, we need to dig out a result here, at least just get through. But that said, Zabaleta also a note there, Callahan, so some fantastic players from Napoli. Obviously, Higuain is no longer there. He went to Chelsea, but they still have some fantastic players. Bit of a handball there. We get away with it, though, as the referee plays advantage, and Adrian comes up huge. And this was our only real chance of the game. A free kick from Dos Santos in the 45th minute, but an easy save from Raphael's. Napoli, I don't know if it was the camo jerseys. We couldn't find them out on the field, but they were just all over us. Luckily for us there, El Kaddouri's offsides, but Adrian with another sensational save, and he played an absolute cracker of a match. I know he had a 10 rating against Tottenham, but he put up as close to a 10 as you could in this particular game. Absolutely fantastic. Inler with a shot from range there, and it's a fantastic palm away from Adrian. He's clearly been doing his wrist curls with them strong wrists to palm the ball away from goal. Inler then plays the ball through to Insigne. Another save from Adrian, and his rebound is smashed wide into the side netting. Another chance as Napoli just pressed on the pressure. They were literally pressing us with their entire team into our half of the field. A diving header there goes wide, as Adrian's one real mistake was that he didn't smother that ball. But another chance in the 71st minute. The ball's playing, and unlucky for us, Jamal Lascelles, his trailing arm, smacks the ball out of midair, gives up a handball in the box, and a penalty to be taken by El Kaddouri. Can Adrian keep us ahead on aggregate? Yes, he can. What a save from Adrian. Strong hand to the ball, palms it all the way away. And that would be how the game would finish. Adrian with one of the most well-deserved shutouts that I've seen in this career mode. Some unbelievable saves to get us a 1-0 aggregate victory. After all the goals we scored in the season, we can only muster up 1, and we're able to hold Napoli off. Look at that. 13 shots to our 4. They were all over us, but Adrian, clear man of the match. Absolutely fantastic. And we get 300K from that. Obviously, the only thing I'm gonna do with this money, I think, before the season ends, I'm gonna have to use 5 million to buy Dos Santos, who I think I do want to bring in. But we'll decide that at the end of the season. Also, potentially get a better scout as well, just to do some more with the youth team before we finish out this career mode. By the time FIFA 15 comes, I'm hoping to get a couple more seasons in. So that said, we head out to St. James's Park to take on Newcastle. We're currently sitting in 4th with 48 points, but we are in 6th with 45. But we do hold the goal difference advantage. So if we win here, we can jump as high as 4th, as long as Liverpool don't win. But take a look at we run out a really strong starting 11 here. But if you looked at our bench, we had guys like Danny Whitehead, our young scout of future star Maloney on the bench, just because we didn't have any other options. But Clement Grenier gets played through here with a nice chance, and he's unable to score though. Andy Carroll though gets his noggin onto a corner here in the 26th minute. And it's good to see him back on the score sheet. I switched up a lot of players' boots, and maybe it's the new boots he's got on here. They're kind of the ones that look like they're multicolored. And hopefully maybe that's going to get his shooting boots on and push us to more goals. So that's huge for us. But Rafa Morrison plays a beautiful ball. Carroll does well to flick it onto Lacazette. He just takes one touch and then hits it on the half volley, but he's not able to put it on target there. Sidney Sam then played really well again. His pace has just been unbelievable. He's actually shown really great touch on the ball. Plus, I think he has 4-star skills. So it's not in the footage here because a lot of times it wasn't able to create a chance. But I was testing out a ton of different skill moves with him, trying some different sorts of things. I was also trying a lot of the moves where you kind of stand on the ball and do some leg tricks, some step overs, and different sort of things before then taking off running. So it's kind of testing all that out and just seeing how it would fare for me. But Newcastle here, couple of chances from set pieces. Finally, Colaccini with a great finish. The ball was laid onto him from the corner, and that is a fantastic finish. Can't take anything away from the center half there. Really good flick on right to Colaccini, who got a little bit of space, and it's very similar to Jarvis's finish against Napoli, just taking a touch and then smash it in the bottom corner with your right foot. But Lacazette then comes down here with a nice ball played through by Luke Shaw. He's able to win a corner for us. Grenier plays it in, looking for the noggin of Carroll. He heads it. It's into the net. But another one of those weird glitch sort of situations where we score, but it was also called a handball, and the referee actually takes the goal away, but gives us the penalty. So Clement Grenier, after what he would have gotten an assist on a Carroll goal, instead picks up the goal for himself as he smashes it in the top right-hand corner, leaves Tim Krul stranded. Tim Krul couldn't get any of that magic like he had for the Netherlands against Costa Rica in the World Cup on penalties, as Grenier scores to make it 2-1 West Ham United. And then a beautiful ball in from Joshua Gatt to Andy Carroll. It's laid back, and it's a simple finish for him in the bottom right-hand corner. So Andy Carroll, one with his head, one with his feet. That's a perfect balance we're looking for out of him. And that's his 21st goal in all competitions, 18th in the Premier League. So he's playing just out of his mind. Good to see him back on the score sheet. But Newcastle trying to draw him back as the signing Burak Yilmaz from Galatasaray, who scored against us in the last match, wasn't able to score here. But Sidney Sam, a nice little ball roll to get it around his defender, showing off his pace, but he just smashes it a couple inches over the bar. From the ensuing goal kick, though, Newcastle come entirely the other way. Yilmaz is able to hold off. I didn't want to give up a free kick or even a card, a red card or something by trying to slide tackle Yilmaz there with Joshua Gatt. So I ended up just trying to body him, and he just kind of didn't do anything. It allowed Yilmaz to have some time, and it was a good finish from him past the on-rushing Adrian. But Morrison with a great chance. Really good save from Tim Krul after some nice play to get him through. Eventually the ball is played out to Diame. Another chance off the corner. Krul with the save. Michael Bradley, he's got to score there. I think he's only scored one goal for me when I gave him that penalty against Arsenal. And just unbelievable they couldn't finish yet another chance. He smashes it off the post. But we hold on. Adrian with a nice save in the final moments to pick up a huge 3 points that put us in 4th, hopefully, in the league. 18 shots, and this game was a polar opposite of that Napoli game that we had just played. Obviously, we were playing a much stronger side. We were putting a stronger side out. Joshua Gatt, again, man of the match. But I'll tell you, having these players out here, Newcastle, I don't know what it is, but they just sat back, gave us so much time on the ball, and we were able to create a ton of chances. It obviously led to 3 goals and a huge win. But like I said, we have a youth squad report here since it's a new month. You can take a look at how some of those players are developing, and hopefully we'll sign them maybe after May 1st, and they might end up in the team next year. We also got to note that Danny Potts wants to discuss wages. I don't think so, son. You're not even getting in the team. It's not my top priority. But here's the table. Obviously, we're into 5th And that's it for this episode, guys. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and can't wait to get